Hello students, this is Devesh Singh from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Once again, you are most welcome here in the online classes. Dear students, as you know that in the last classes, you have read the first chapter, French Revolution. This time, we are proceeding this chapter, and now we are at point number 2. This point is the outbreak of the revolution. In the last video, I had told you about the term and condition, that how the third states of people got too much angry there, and they started the revolt against the government, and at that time the king was Louis XVI. Okay, now the very important topic was related to this point. You have read also that Mirabeau and Avicius. Mirabeau and Avicius, a very important name here in the French Revolution. Here, Mirabeau is also a nobleman, and Avicius is a priest. He started to spreaded the propaganda of a pamphlet, written a lot of things, sort of discrimination related to third state, and therefore they tried to agitate the people against the rules of first and second state. Now, you see, while the National Assembly was busy at the Versailles to draft the constitution, all the representatives were busy there to draft the constitution. Meanwhile, here the condition was very critical, as the severe winter means the bad harvest also is the chief cause here for the revolution, because there was a very bad production of wheat, and so there was crisis of bread. The rate, the cost of bread rose and rose. So many poor people were not able to buy breads. The bakers were also so afraid, so they also tried to collect the wheat so that they could also maintain their shops. And before the shops of those bakers, the men and women stood for a long time in a queue to buy the bread. Okay, so students, this was the day of 14 July 1789. At that time, the women were standing in a queue before the shop of a bakery, and they spent long time in the queues, in the standing of a very hot sun. After that, they got angry too much, and they started there in a revolutionary mood. Meanwhile, there was a news also spreaded, and it was a true news, that the king also ordered to his troops to enter in the city of Paris to control such type of revolt or incident there. So finally, on the day of 14 July, this big crowd, the crowd of the third states of people, agitated too much, and now they entered in the palace of Bastille, and they destroyed it very badly. So this is a very important question also here, students. You have to remember that why the Bastille fort was attacked. So you will write there that due to the great crisis of the bread, there was a great anger in the heart, in the mind of the third states of the people. Women who were standing in the queues for a long time, finally they lost her patience, and here when they heard the news that the king had also sent the troops to prevent such type of incidents, finally they were agitated too much, and they attacked on Bastille fort, and they destroyed it. I hope this is clear to all of you. Now, in the countryside. Just after it, in the countryside, the village countryside means from village to village, the rumors spreaded very badly, very rapidly, that the manor, the lands of the lords of the manor means जो जागीरदार थे, लैंड ओनर्स, जो बिग लैंड ओनर्स थे, they had hired the bands of brigands means robbers. They had hired the bands of brigands, robbers, to destroy the ripe crops, so that the third states people will not able to get the crops for that year. Okay, and this news spread very rapidly from village to village. Then the peasants gathered in a big number, and in a great anger they attacked the Chataks. And Chataks here meaning the castle of the king, किला जो राजाओं का, नोबल लोगों का, बड़े लोगों का जो किला होता है, उसको फोर्ट होता है, उसको बोलते हैं Chataks. So finally they attacked over it, and they looted the grains, and also they they burnt down all the documents that was related to the taxes, so that the first and second state, the clergy and noble, will not be capable to get any record for the third states of people, because the pay were the third states of people. So they destroyed it, they burned down it, they looted all the grains, and after this incident there was a great fear in the heart of the nobility. All the noble people fled away from their homes, and they migrated to another countries also. Means at that time the environment in the French society was very dangerous. There was a great fear in the heart of first and second people, and also the king was extremely upset to see such type of condition there, because the third states people were in a great population and they were agitated too much. So their excitement, their agitation, their anger was also real, and they could do anything. So everyone was in fear at that time. Now when the king Louis XVI received all the information related to these incidents, finally he was agreed to accept the principles that the power of the monarch will be reduced there, and there will be also a formation of constitution. So King Louis XVI accepted all these points, and now on the night of 4th August 1789, King Louis XVI called the National Assembly, and in the National Assembly all the representatives, all the members who were presented there in a chorus mode, they rejected the feudal system. जो जागीरदारी प्रथा थी, उस feudal system को उन लोगों ने वहाँ पे ख़त्म कर दिया, and also they abolished many taxes at that time. That was only and only for the third state of people. It was also abolished there, and the member of the third states who were clergy, member of the third state who were clergy, they were also forced too much to give up their privileges. जो उनको स्पेशल राइट्स उनके जन्म से बाई बर्थ जो मिला था, जिसका वो उपयोग करते थे, मिसयूज करते थे, तो फाइनली इन द असेंबली दे वर आल्सो फोर्स्ड टू लीव सच टाइप ऑफ स्पेशल राइट प्रिविलेजेस. ओके, नाउ द tithes is a type of tax, as I had told you in the last video, that the tax tithe was also abolished. इसको भी समाप्त कर दिया गया, जिसको भी सिर्फ थर्ड स्टेट वाले क्लर्जी को पे करते थे, उस टाइथ टैक्स को भी समाप्त कर दिया गया. एंड द बिग area of the land that was captured by the clergy. It was also confiscated. इट वॉज ऑल्सो कॉन्फिस्केटेड, उसको भी जब्त कर लिया गया गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा। इस तरह से फर्स्ट और सेकेंड स्टेट के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा हथकड़ा वहाँ पे चला, एंड ऑल द मैटर गोज, ऑल द क्रेडिट गोज टू द बिग रिवॉल्ट ऑफ द थर्ड स्टेट पीपल टू मेंटेन द इक्वालिटी इन द सोसाइटी एट दैट टाइम। Now, as a result, the government requires a big asset. Asset means wealth, dhan. Government requires a big asset of 2 billion livres. Livres is a currency here. 2 billion livres there at that time to maintain all these things, to once again redistribute the land, to once again maintain the conditions of the country's army, farmers, all the officials and other things, and once again also to implement the to establish the constitution and also to implement the rule of constitution in the country. They requires 2 billion livres. So this was a big challenge for the monarch at that time. I hope students आपको ये सारी बात समझ में आया होगा। Okay, now after that France becomes a constitutional monarchy. The great effort, the great struggle of the third states of people finally led to a big movement, and now the king, the nobility were ready, the National Assembly was ready for the constitutional monarchy, and in this constitutional monarchy there will be king. Monarch means king, but the king's power will be reduced and the power will be in the hand of institutions. And now the institutions is here with the name of, there were 3 institutions in the drafting committee made the 3 institutions for the welfare of the country, and these institutions are legislature, executive and judiciary. Legislature, executive and judiciary, these are the 3 institutions for the monarchy constitution in French history. And legislature, the word legislature indicates to the National Assembly. In that National Assembly there were 745 members. 745 members were in National Assembly. किंग और जो नेशनल असेंबली के अंदर आने वाले सारे मेंबर्स थे, उस मेंबर में फर्स्ट स्टेट, सेकंड स्टेट, थर्ड स्टेट सबके मेंबर जुड़े हुए थे। ये सारे जो लीडर्स थे, जैसे कि हमारे यहाँ पीएम है, पीएम के सारे सांसद और मिनिस्टर जो उनके हैंड हैं, तो वो क्या होगा, लेजिस्लेचर। तो सेम थिंग वहाँ पे बना लेजिस्लेचर, इसमें किंग का सिस्टम अभी भी था, लेकिन साथ साथ नेशनल असेंबली के 745 मेंबर्स और भी बाकी जो उसमें रिस्पेक्टेड पीपल थे, उनको सब लीडर्स को सब लेजिस्लेचर में रखा गया। सेकेंड नंबर पे एग्जीक्यूटिव को रखा गया। एग्जीक्यूटिव को रखा गया, जिस एग्जीक्यूटिव में और भी लोग सबको रखा गया। एग्जीक्यूटिव स्पेशली अभी डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में एग्जीक्यूटिव स्पेशली सीनियर IAS ऑफिसर्स को कहा जाता है, जो हमारे देश के सारे रूल्स को इम्प्लीमेंट करने का काम करते हैं। लेकिन उस समय कभी सिस्टम में थोड़ी डिफरेंस थी। अभी की डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में सिस्टम में ये है कि लेजिस्लेचर गवर्नमेंट होती है, एग्जीक्यूटिव जो होती है वो ऑफिसर्स होते हैं, सीनियर ऑफिसर्स जो रूल्स को इम्प्लीमेंट कराने का काम करते हैं, और जुडिशरी में हमारी जो जज की सिस्टम होती है वो जुडिशरी होती है। लेकिन उस समय जो सिस्टम यहाँ पे बना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की में, इट वॉज समथिंग डिफरेंट। द लेजिस्लेचर वॉज बिलोंग टू द नेशनल असेंबली। देयर वर 745 मेंबर्स and some electoral, and in executive and judiciary king, minister and judges were also maintained. In your book, if you have you can see the structure of this page. And now also after these 3 institutions, the National Assembly divided the people into 2 parts, active citizen and passive citizen. अब एक्टिव सिटीजन कौन थे, पैसिव सिटीजन कौन थे, इन सारे डिटेल्स को स्टूडेंट्स आई विल टेल यू टुमारो इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो फॉर योर क्लियरेंस. You will revise your chapter and once again tomorrow I will clear the concept. Okay, goodbye everyone.